Although it does look like they will counterpick the Rumble up in top lane. They could find some success there.
Yeah. They were looking potentially towards the Tank Gragas top, but it looks like they want to go all-out aggression here with their lineup. And, I mean, at least they have a theme this time around. You can see the coach of Samsung was patting Crown on the shoulder like 5 or 6 times as he was about to pick that Corki. I myself, I like the Corki into LeBlanc pick, especially after the nerfs. Seems like it should be pretty good in that lane.
So we'll see how this game unfolds. I feel like Jinair's team composition, though, it's a little bit on a clock. They don't have too much available to them. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Ixu and Umti in the later stages of the game. And it's not even really so much about being able to tie down that Ezreal, because Samsung's team composition is just going to be so durable in a very extended fight that Jinair can't really keep up with it. And then when we're factoring in the blue side Jhin, they're going to have the luxury of turtling and denying Baron attempts from Jinair, and it's going to be difficult for Jinair to sort of pick and pull at them with a split push or anything like that. All right, we're going to get one last look at the team compositions. So we have Maokai, Rengar, Corki, Jhin, and Zyra for Samsung.
Very solid. Like that Ruler gets his Jhin again. Zyra for Core JJ.
And on the other side, we have Rumble, Lee Sin, LeBlanc, Ezreal, and Karma for Jinair Green Wings. Lots of pressure on Umti to make things happen. He's going to be hard-pressed to do so against Haru. So here's the loading screen.
You guys get to see all the different skins these guys are bringing into the match. We're going to jump into game number 1 right now. Samsung versus the Jinair Green Wings on the Rift.
Way better end of these trades. He might actually be able to get some summoners on the ground, though.
Well, here we go, coming on in, forcing the flash out. They're going for the kill. That's going to be first blood given to LeBlanc in the mid lane.
Here, available to them in the later stages of the game as a way to sort of make up for some of their weakness.
Oh boy, Umti needs to get out of here, but he gets bullied. Down he goes. Nice pathing there from Haru to go all the way around.
Keep going at this pace. Yes, they have the scaling on the Ezreal that can offer a lot, but hold that thought.
The exhaust comes down. Crown wants this one, but Umti actually not able to kick him back. And Haru going on in. That's going to be enough DPS to take out Umti. Kuzan, though, trying to go in and do a little bit more poke damage, forced to hop back.
Against Core JJ,
oh
hold
boy.
that thought as...
The packet's coming on in, and Crown has red buff. Kuzan is not getting away from this. That's another kill going over to Crown's Corki in the mid lane.
No real incentive for anything to happen, but Haru might have actually just found Ixu.
Oh boy, he's gonna jump on in. There are the Bolas going to root him up. He's trying to fight back onto Haru. Haru taking a lot of damage. The question is, can Cuvée finish this off? Haru's going back in and does get there in time. Does Crown to pick up the kill. Seems like Haru would have survived anyway. Here's Umti down in bot lane trying to pick up another kill. The flash in. Core JJ just able to flash out, and once again, not able to pick up that kick.
And Teddy waiting on his Trinity Force, and that's going to be when Jinair is going to need to hit a timing.
Oh boy. Kuzan just used his W. There's a curtain call. It's kind of at a strange angle, but he at least lands one bullet. Haru's like, hey, what's up? They will eventually get this, right? Okay, forcing a flash out after about 3 or 4 missed skill shots. Guarded 5 members. Oh boy, Kuzan's jumping in and gets rooted here by the Twisted Advance. Can he actually get away to flash from Crown? He really wants that kill. The last missile, not enough. He's gonna kick Cuvée away and go for Crown now. He will pick up that kill. May pay for it with his life as Core JJ comes on over. One last auto attack will do it. By the way, Mountain Drake did go down to Samsung. Jumping on in now, Teddy gets rooted. Kind of an extended fight. Cuvée forced to go on in to survive, but he does go down. Here comes Kuzan with the teleport, coming back into this fight. Now Haru goes down. Samsung, maybe they bit off a little bit more than they could chew.
In any way, and so it ends up actually being a hinder when the team fight takes place.
Well, we are going to see Equalizer, and Core JJ forced to flash over. Nice play there by Teddy to secure that kill, laying down half of Ruler's health and damage at the same time. Jinair, they want to bring the fight to them this time. There's the Equalizer, very nice. They're going to delete Core JJ in this fight. Where's the turnaround though? Cuvée still very, very tanky. They're able to take out Ixu very early on. And now 4v4, Samsung is going to be in the driver's seat for this one. Janair Greenwing's forced to back off.
And Ruler almost wasn't done yet. Even being forced to flash, that's definitely going to hurt Janair as he's not going to have the flash kick available. Cube though might die.
Bit of a mistake, he gets caught out here. Nice catch by Janair to jump on top of that. Haru now in an awkward spot, forced to flash the wall. That does still open up a fight. Oh man, Ixu just checking the brush alone. Does Sonya's, but Haru looking for the jump in. Okay, they're just gonna let Kube do it. MT trying to kick his way to safety. He's actually gonna jump in, that's his only way out when they're behind. And it leads to a couple of kills and a Baron. Now they might be able to catch Haru. No, not quite. And actually they're gonna turn it around. Snowflower getting a little bit too forward there. The one flashing forward, may just get it, forces the flash out of Haru. Here comes Kuzan, actually it's not landing up, but here's the curtain call. Kuve on the right side is going to lock up MT. That will be another kill. Curtain call just zoning the rest of the members out here. Down comes the equalizer. Some very low members of Samsung at this point. Stringer is Proctor for Crown, but at the end of it all, they get another kill. They take another inhibitor. Samsung looking to put an end to this one. Before 40 minutes, actually. Not what I was expecting. Curtain call coming out. Down will go the third inhibitor. Gets that crit onto Snowflower. Does Ruler, and here comes the final push.
And looks like they're just waiting for the minion waves. They wanted to play it ultra safe. They would actually back up and get Elder Drake, but they might have had enough.
Yeah, they want to go home before 9 p.m. tonight, so they decided they're going to try to end it now. And X2 will go down. Nice redemption on the 4 members of Janair, but it won't matter. Oh, Oopty is going on in. Just flashes away. He's like, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Oh man, Snowflower. Janair just going down. And that is going to be game number 1 going over to Samsung. Samsung able to pad their KD8 a little bit at the end of that game. And Crown must know the ins and out of every single tiny piece of Victor at this point. So as you mentioned, I think that's a really good point. Like, do you really want to play Victor against Crown?
Well,
I don't think so.
There's very few players in the world that, when you think of them, you associate it with a champion. But he is certainly one of them on Victor.
Poppy makes a return with both Maokai, well, with all of these top lane champions. Shen, Nautilus, Maokai, you're looking for a tanky top. I guess Poppy is one of the only ones left. I guess Gragas was still left over, but deciding on the Poppy instead.
See what it does for Samsung Galaxy. They have a very mid and late game oriented team composition. Janair Greenwings with a lot of aggression in multiple lanes, and MT going to be able to find a lot of pressure in his own red side jungle on the blue side Graves down in bottom. And as long as he can keep a leash on that Rengar, he can probably create a lot of advantages or pressure relief for his team, and they can try to do something with that. But Janair, it's going to be a battle of, yet again, early and mid scaling versus mid and late.
Yeah.
Samsung with the mid-late, as per usual. So one last look at the team compositions. Gragas, Graves, Victor, Lucian, and Lulu.
Yeah, I did misspeak, by the way. Gragas was picked already, so they did not have an option between Poppy and Gragas. They go for the Poppy. It's one of the only tank tops left over. Taking a look at Samsung's lineup, Poppy, Rengar, Orianna, Ezreal, and Karma. To round out that one, we'll take one last look at the skins and the compositions. And we're going to go right into game number 2, guys. So hold on to your seats. Here comes another action-packed Samsung versus Janair game right now. Very unfortunate. He goes right for the Scuttle Crab that's right here. And MT's right here as well. So Haru may just be making a mistake. Actually, MT's showing himself a little bit early there. Forces Haru, or actually does get the red buff onto him, is going to dash forward. Can Haru get away? He doesn't have his flash. And so he will go down. First blood to MT.
His roots, yet again, seem very bizarre. CoreJJ is here.
Oh boy, CoreJJ getting there first. Very big. There's an exhaust though onto CoreJJ. Forced to flash. MT is looking for it. Crowd trying to block here. Haru is going to be able to pick up the kill. Jumps onto Snowflower too. Jumps again and the flash forward and the auto from Crown. Ruler and Crown with Haru. Able to come up with a gigantic kill there.
As well. I think I've seen, well, actually.
Yeah, forces that throw of the hunt. Down comes the control ward. Oh, he misses both! Forcing a flash out of Kuzan to lay down the storm, and
he will pack a much bigger punch.
Just let it happen, right?
Just let it happen.
Kuve's out of mana, forces the flash. Ixu will pick up the kill. Kuve losing in that solo fight. Nice job there by Ixu. We were talking about comfort picks. Teddy just barely gets out of that one. We took a look at the gold difference. Oh, hold that thought. Crown actually going for the, the damage on the Kuzan to force him out of lane, but MT wants to punish here. Can he get it? The concussive, rather the collateral damage just come out. MT though will survive. Wild Growth will be enough. No, it won't. CoreJJ coming on up. They do lock him down. Crown able to turn that around. QV up in the front. Oh boy, look at the damage onto Snowflower, forcing out the Wild Growth. Crown though, it looks like he got a little bit too far forward, and he does go down. Now QV should survive here. Let's see if they do want to go deep for him. No. Actually, Haru ends up picking up the Ocean Drake while all this is going on.
QV. And Ruler now being forced to Arcane Shift away. Jenner can certainly zone them off of this turret. They have another minion wave coming up mid. They should be able to get a decent chunk onto this. CoreJJ should not be let in.
We had a small one. Looking for another pick on the Crown. There's the True Shot barrage and a teleport from behind. Samson looking to take this fight. Let's see who QV can knock out. That's 3 members going out of the fight. Looking for the play on Ixu. Will get bullet up.
Without Ixu, Samsung might be looking to just actually push 2 turrets up in top here.
Crown on the run here with CoreJJ. They've actually deflected their attention, trying to catch CoreJJ, who's quite low. The teleport, though, coming out of QV from behind. Let's see who can pin. He gets Kuzan and instantly blown up. What a nice pick there from QV, able to knock up Ixu. Let's see if they can get any more. The ball being thrown to QV. Haru jumping back in, looking for another pick. They do take out MT, and a really nice shockwave. 2 more kills on the back end. Looking for the ace. That's going to do it. Haru taking down another kill. And there it is, heading immediately towards top lane. Begin picking that down with the help of Crown. Now they begin to do that damage. Nice Casca. They actually get Ruler. There's the Polymorph. He will go down. Actually, Teddy able to pick up that kill. Now fighting a 3v2, but they are able to stop the push and pick off that very important Ezreal. Samsung, it looks like they really want to get in onto that inhibitor. Ixu eating so much damage. The Wild Growth coming out there, but getting extremely low. Teddy in the back, though, does survive and lays down that culling, but this will be enough damage to push Jenner back and take that inhibitor.
Now they're going to try to move to mid lane. They have minions. They should be able to get this turret as well. Teleport, though, coming in from Ixu. Gragas is a big boy. He's looking for a sandwich.
Kuzan, though, Ruler, can he lay down that kill? He does, but pays for it with his life and baits in QV. He's going to lose that Guardian Angel, and all of a sudden, they might be able to pick up Ixu, though, on the back here. Crown, nicely done. Enough damage to take him out with the big combo. But down goes Poppy. So now 3v3 for your inhibitor. Let's see how Jenner responds. Maybe they'll just trade. They're not sending anyone back. They're going for a kill, actually, onto CoreJJ. More than enough damage. Crown alone, can he stop this push? Not onto the inhibitor, at least. So they're just going to trade inhibitor for inhibitor here.
Yeah, Teddy is keeping them in this game. The score is 9-11. Samsung, though, might be able to pick up the Baron. Wow.
Okay, goodbye, MT. You're not in this game anymore. Crown was very unhappy with what you said, LS. He's like, what? You comparing me to that guy? Let me show you something about this guy. He doesn't exist anymore. So they take the Baron. Really nicely done in a macro sense to just wait for the minions to push in, immediately go for the Baron. They delay enough for the minions to make that push. And now Samsung in the driver's seat once again.
And with the Baron and the open inhibitors, I mean, they even have the luxury of just immediately going over to Elder Dragon if they want to play it as safe as possible. Because without Empty Up, there's going to be no way for a steal to happen unless Kuzan channels his inner Gang by Mom with the laser. And we'll just take another quick replay of this, and okay, well, I mean, that would even confuse me at that point, that amount of damage.
And now the game has just totally ran away from Janair. Kuzan gets picked off by a stealthy kitty. They're not even in the jungle. Ruler now going 1v1 essentially here against MT, and that should be game number 2. And Samsung will be able to take this 2-0. Let's see how many kills Ruler can pick up at the end of it. Cube looking to bop some heads first, and down it goes Nexus, and that is a 2-0 victory in the series for Samsung.
Yep.